Hey everybody, I am back like I said I would be. I know I filmed chicken soup this morning. I'm not sure when we'll get to post these for you guys because the weather outside is so windy. It's really messing with my internet. Anyway, what I'm going to do for you guys tonight is yet another chicken recipe, which trust me, you won't get tired of chicken. It's just 2 recipes. This is for an easy chicken Parmesan that you can do in the microwave. Okay, so what you guys are going to start with is not a mug today, surprisingly, but you are going to need a large, I wouldn't even call it a large, but just like a nice rectangle pan, baking sort of pan that you can put in the microwave. And 2 chicken breasts that are flat, like thin, like you could even take a mallet to them, which is what I did. So you can see I have my 2 thin little chicken breasts right there. I'm going to push those to the side here, and I'm going to get myself 2 bowls. And in the first bowl, we're going to put our breading, which is 3/4 a cup of breadcrumbs. I have an Italian seasoned breadcrumb. Just 1. Okay. Just a little extra for sport. That is 3/4 a cup of breadcrumbs. Oh, give me 1 moment to check my pasta. Let me get a fork here. Because now you can put your chicken Parmesan on anything, but I like to put mine on spaghetti. Sorry, don't mean to turn my back on you so much. I'm actually going to cook that a little longer. Okay, now back to what we were doing. Okay, in your breadcrumbs, you are going to put 1/4 a cup of powdered, grated Parmesan cheese. Providing it's not all. Okay, put that on top of your breadcrumbs. Sprinkle on top of that 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, just to give it a little kick. Okay, I put a heaping one because I like it, but that's just me. Now you can just mix that all together, and you have your breading. And now what you're going to do to make your breading stick to your chicken is take 1 egg and crack it into the other bowl that has nothing in yet. Put that in there. Put your eggshell. And then go put into the egg 1/4 cup of water. Okay, 1/4 cup of water. Take your fork and mix that all up. Just give it a quick scramble. That's what you call an egg wash. Okay, now that you have it all mixed up, take your first, almost forgot an important step here. Get yourself some either veggie or olive oil. Take a tablespoonful and put it on into the bottom of your pan that you're going to bake it in. Well, bake it in the microwave technically. Kind of roll that around so that it coats the bottom of your pan. Okay. Now you're ready. Okay, so take your first chicken breast and you're going to put it in your breadcrumbs. Turn it over a couple times. Sprinkle your breadcrumbs on there. You want to get it coated. Then you're going to put it in your egg wash. Just a quick dip on each side. Drain it a little bit, and then you're going to put it back into your breadcrumbs to get an even thicker, nice crust on there. Just trust me, doing it this way puts a really nice crust on it. Then you're just going to take that piece and put it over into your pan. Sprinkle a little extra breadcrumbs on top. Push it over the side. And now you just repeat with the second one. Rolling it in the breadcrumbs, Excuse me a minute. I'm going to turn that off. Take this over to my strainer here a minute. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Now, the egg wash. Drain that off a little bit. Okay. Now put that one into the pan with your other one. Might have to squish them around a little bit so they fit in there. Because if you're like me and you've pounded them flat, they're just a little bit. Now, I like I said, sprinkle a little more breadcrumbs on top and make sure they're good and breaded. Okay, set this out of the way. Maybe get a rag and towel. Remember where I put my towel. Wipe your hands off because you're going to have like guck on them. And what are we doing next? Okay, take another tablespoonful of oil and just kind of sprinkle it over the top. Just a little sprinkles over the top of them. Okay, now we are going to pipe them. Pop them in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. Then we'll end up taking them and flipping them over and doing it for another 2.5 minutes. Yeah. Now you can start to clean up after yourself a little bit. Some of the other stuff you'll need next are a cup of mozzarella cheese, some oregano, and a cup of tomato sauce, which if you just went and bought tomato sauce in a can in the store, you're looking at about 8 ounces, which is, but I'm just using some that we have mixed up here at home. Trying to think what all I still need. Nope. Wash my fork off and then. So we will need that to flip the chicken. Okay. Pasta's done. So I'm gonna put it on my plate. See, this will be a nice plate of spaghetti to put my Parmesan, my chicken Parmesan on when it's done. Trying to clean up after myself. Okay, about 30 more seconds and then we're going to take it out and flip it over. And yes, I have tested this recipe too, and it turned out really good. You're going to be surprised at how tender this really gets for you. Okay, so you're going to hear it sizzling. So you're just going to take it out, snag a piece, and flip it over. And do it 2.5 more minutes. That's why this is also why we want the chicken like really nice and thin so that it cooks through. You don't have to keep cooking it more than I say, and it's nice and tender. And this time when we take it out, we're going to leave it the side it's on, and we're going to put the tomato sauce on top and sprinkle with oregano. Then we're going to do it again. Then we're going to take it out and put the cheese on and do it just a little bit more. I know I had some longer recipes today, but because it involves chicken, it will take a little longer. While you're waiting, you can probably get your tomato sauce ready, which is either involves pouring it into a 1 cup measuring cup or taking the top off it with a can opener. We do not need the milk. I'm just moving stuff around in my refrigerator. I do hope you guys do try the soup that I did earlier today. Because even though I didn't have the peas like I wanted, found out my mom used them the other day. And didn't buy any more when she went to the grocery store. Had I known before I filmed, I would have went to the grocery store and got some. But, miscommunications. Okay, about a little less than 30 seconds, then we'll get to put our sauce and oregano on. There's really not a measurement for the oregano, you're just kind of shaking it over a little bit over the top. And if you hear the pitter-patter paws, it's just my dog Gator running around. Pestering my cat, as usual. Okay. So we're going to take it out. And here it's sizzling. We're going to pour the sauce right over top of it. I'll get the whole cup going there. Okay. And you're going to take your oregano. Like I said, you don't have to coat it. Just give it a little dash over the top because it's a strong flavor, but it's good. Okay, now let me double check what we're doing here. Okay, we're going to do this for 4 minutes now. I know, it's taking a while. But, the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't take that long. Now, if your pieces of chicken are even thinner than mine, you might try doing it 3 minutes and then maybe cutting a little bit of it and checking it. But mine were, well, they weren't thick, but they were thicker, so that's why I'm doing it 4 more minutes. Then after that, we'll sprinkle our cheese on. And now, when you sprinkle your cheese on, you can nuke it for another like 30 seconds or something, or just let it stand to get the cheese to melt. Actually, what I might do is watch this till it gets down to 3 minutes, take it out, sprinkle the cheese on, and the last minute that it cooks, you'll be able to have the cheese melt, which is sound theory because you're cooking it the 4 minutes it needs to. And this is a 2-cup bag of cheese. I already used a cup of it to try this the other day. So I know there's a cup left in here, so I'll probably just turn it over and shake it on. Because, hey, let's face it, we all love cheese. At least I do anyway. So, the more cheese is the better. First off, I'm going to be trying the cheese. Just me and a bottle of water. Come here. Come here. Trying to get the dog to come around, he won't. Come on. Where are you hiding on the other side of the island for? Come here. Probably always being a chicken. Call him camera shy. I think he just wants to play. You just want to play it. I know you probably think I'm crazy talking to myself, but trust me, there are animals here. I think I've showed you before. You just want more food, don't you? This winter has made him so chubby. That's my coon hound. Hi, Gatorade. It's a cute dog. Okay, 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to take it out real quick and sprinkle the cheese on top. And then a minute, and then we'll be done, and we can put it on our spaghetti. We'll be good to go. And like I said, you could eat this plain. You just literally put this on a plate and eat it, and you're just eating chicken Parmesan. Or put it on anything you want. But I'm going to put it on spaghetti, because I'm making myself supper. Okay. It's going to be sizzling good. At this point, you might start to need hot pads to take this out of the microwave. But you can smell the oregano. Good scattering of cheese. Okay. Get rid of your cheese bag. Pop this back in the microwave for the remaining minute. And I am getting hot pads out this time. Because I know next time when I go to get it out, it's going to be hot. I will slide our plate of spaghetti over here. And I'll put the chicken down here. When I get it out, I'll use the fork to put both pieces on my spaghetti. And then there's going to be sauce left in the baking pan. It's up to you how much sauce you want to put on your spaghetti. Last time I tried pouring the whole thing over there, almost made a giant mess. It was a little hard to use, so you may or may not need all the sauce that's in there, but it's good to cook it in that. It keeps it nice and tender and moist. Okay, here we go. Game time. Everything's sizzling nicely. There you have microwave chicken Parmesan. You can see the cheese is nice and ooey gooey. Now this, I won't eat the whole thing because honestly it sort of makes it a sort of a two-person meal because these are big pieces of chicken. But you could probably see now that you got plenty. I'm making a gooey cheese mess. Let me get a big spoon and I'll put some sauce on. Big spoon. Scoot that a little closer. And I'm just going to get some sauce here to put on the spaghetti. Now you can see me playing with cheese. Okay, so get yourself a knife. Not a sharp knife, just a regular table knife. Table knife, fork. You can see there you have perfectly cooked chicken. Right in the middle, no pink, exactly how it should be. You can get the cheese off. I got a little bit of spaghetti in there. A little hot. Really good. Yet again, do not follow my example and eat it right away, but I just want to show you guys how tender and good it is. If that wasn't so hot, I would be digging into the rest of it, but my cheese is sliding off my chicken. I'm going to let it set for a few minutes, and then I'm going to enjoy at least half of this. So, I'll see you guys in a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. Easter coming up, it could get busy. But if you have any suggestions, like I always say, let me know, and I'll see you again.